Hey everybody, I want to welcome you to UnderdogPastor.com. My name is Will Hampton. I'm the lead pastor of Two Rivers Church. I want to take just a couple of seconds. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Underdog Coaching Network, and then also how to get involved in that. And before I do that, I want to take a second to tell you my story. I moved to Binghamton, New York from Springfield, Missouri back in 2012. And when we moved, my wife and I had a calling from God to plant a church. And we sold our house in Missouri. We cashed in our retirement fund. We went all in. We moved into a camper in my mother and father-in-law's front yard. And I had a cell phone that didn't get signal. We were like way out in the country. We didn't have people. We didn't have money. We didn't have facilities. And we went to our district officials and we asked for permission to plant the church, and they eventually gave us permission. But one of the things that happened along the way was people told us that we needed to dream smaller, that we were now in the north, is a really difficult area to plant in. People are not God-oriented. And so the people were around us kind of, instead of encouraging us, discouraging us to what it was going to be to plant or to pastor in the Northeast. And so we went through this process where we said, God, we actually prayed, God, help us to plant well, help the church to grow and to thrive, because someday I want to be able to encourage the next generation of leaders that are coming, so that when they face impossible odds, when they're looking at how they're supposed to fulfill God's dream in their life, there's not people around them telling them all the reasons why their dream is not going to work. The thing that God told them to do isn't going to happen. And so we opened the church. We had 300 people on our very first Sunday. 17 people gave their lives to Jesus. And along the way, we've experienced all kinds of ups and downs in ministry. We've been able to plant 7 churches. We actually have now 5 locations of Two Rivers Church. And we've led thousands of people to Jesus in the last 6.5 years. And the reason I'm saying all of that is to say that I want to help people discover how they can fulfill the dream that God's given them. Here's what I believe. If you're an underdog, you have a dream that God's given you that is actually embarrassing when you say it out loud. It's one of these things where God's giving you more to do than you could ever do on your own. In fact, I believe that's what a God-sized dream is. And so my hope is that what I was looking for back when I was planting, I needed a group of people who were going to run with me, who were going to encourage me. Then I needed some mentors. I needed some coaches who were going to tell me how to do ministry in the Northeast and actually see the ministry thrive and actually work. And then what I was looking for was a group of people who could really come around and show me how to do that thing in a very practical way, not just a mega ministry context. I wanted to be able to do that in a church planting context or a revitalization context. And so that's what the Underdog Pastors Coaching Network is all about. I want to create a group of guys who are going to be encouraging, that are going to believe in your dream, in the dream that God has given you, and help you to do that. Then I want to be able to give you some practical insights of things that I've learned about ministry in the Northeast, some very specific things that are contextualized, not to other places in the country, but really some of the challenges that we face in the Northeast region. And then the third thing is to have some real practical ministry experience that is successful, not necessarily in a mega church context, but in a context that's far more localized and realized than what most people are going to experience in the Northeast. And so if we could do those things, then I believe what we're going to have is a group of guys that are going to be able to thrive in the context that you're in. And so I'm believing God for you. I would love to be able to invest in you. So if you take a moment and read through the rest of Underdog Pastor Coaching Network, go through the whole site, and then take a second and just register. I want to be able to put together a group of people. It's going to be free to coach for the next year. We're going to spend one day a month. We're going to take about 2 hours on a video conferencing call, and then there's a few conferences that we're going to get together for where everybody will be together in the room. And I believe God's going to use this networking, this specific coaching opportunity in your life to help you fulfill the dream that God's given you, because I want my children to see what faith looks like. I want the world to see what faith looks like. And it's only going to happen when we try to do impossible things for God together. God bless you guys. I look forward to working with you this year.